and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Choking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa. Get out the way.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lock in.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll make it second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go. Set up. 180. 18. Move.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Dancing to his left. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. This past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries, and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he's with the Miami Dolphins.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and it's Texans. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Richmond.
On 1st down, Watson flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Richmond. Come back. Richmond. Target.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, back 22. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Watson on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, as kind of the dust settles on this season, how do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But this is a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it.
Blue. Lock in. Blue. Switch. Behind. Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A shotgun snap for Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but
it's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Tiger.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw is Watson, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Black 22! Black 22! Check 26, check 26. Richmond! Come back, come back!
On 2nd and 10, Watson. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, complete to Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, here's Watson being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Well, the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the two of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and ended up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
As you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And he's got it up and through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. They find some open field here. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here just at the quarterback position are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season? It was 43-40, the win for the Patriots in Foxborough, but Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Come back, come back.
Throwing again is Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. To the air yet again. Watson eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. You know, last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The catch made by Miller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll go with Foreman, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, gotta go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They still can't get him. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A first down carry now for Miller. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. And down the run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return goes.
I let my birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bet on bet. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a cave.